In today's video, we're going to check out OCH JS Socials from Online Community Hub, brought to you by mysites.guru. Do you have a Joomla site? Of course you do. Head on over to mysites.guru, get a free site audit for your Joomla site, and while you're there, check out all the tools and information that will save you time and money managing one or multiple Joomla sites, and use the coupon code BASICJoomla, and you get your first month free. You get your first month free anyways, but it lets them know that you used my link to subscribe. Hey there, Joomla fans. Tim Davis here. I'm a Joomla fan too. Thanks for tuning in to watch me work live stream number 211 here on the Basic Joomla Tutorials YouTube channel, where I show you my favorite extensions, tools, and tips for building and maintaining Joomla sites. I also work on Joomla sites, build them, maintain them, migrate them to Joomla 4. So if you're looking to hire someone short-term or long-term, or even just get you out of a spot, send me an email, tim@cybersalt.com. Look, I've got the email address right there. And let's talk. All right, everybody, before we, just a couple of housekeeping things here. A few housekeeping things just that might affect the stream as we go. I have a new computer, and as you can tell, some things have changed, and I'm still tweaking. I've also switched from Streamlabs OBS, which apparently is not a very good company in their practices, to OBS. So I was setting that up on my new computer, which allows me to do some new things. But one of the possibilities is that the video and the audio might be a little bit out of sync, so we'll try that later on. But anyways, I spent all yesterday afternoon setting things up, and as you can see, I can remove my background, and that's going to work. Yeah, and a commercial background. I've been meaning to up my game for the live streaming for a while, and so I just took the plunge and did that. So hello to Bjorn and Ivor and Valerie and Michael there in the background. And I will also say today too that, well, let's just change here. Let's see, that will work there. Good. Let's look, here I am down here. No, isn't that fun? Yeah, so Ruud Van Lent was on the live stream last week and had a really nice look at how to set up an article paywall in Joomla using OCH subscriptions. And so he mentioned last week that with his OCH JS Socials, it was the only Joomla extension that he knew of that would allow you to toot in the sense that you could tweet, only you're using he uses Mastodon. And so I thought I wanted to check that out. Also, when the news over the weekend with Twitter throttling the number of posts that people could see or send, and then also on the news last night that Meta, formerly Facebook, is going to have their own Twitter killer or challenger. Man, you know, the world is in a bad place when Meta is coming to the rescue. Anyways, so I thought I'd look at this. Ruud does not know that I was looking at this. In fact, I didn't even get the thumbnail ready until, I don't know, probably about 25 minutes ago. But anyway, so I feel bad because I like Ruud, and so he will probably cry watching me trying to use this extension. But that is a gift that I bring to extension developers, is the opportunity for them to watch a dumb person use their stuff. Mary says that she uses OCH JS Socials regularly. It's nice, and you can add your own channels, and because you need this for a particular client. Well, that is excellent. So what we're going to do is take a look at this, and by all means, remember, if you notice the sound and audio really out of sync, I can probably adjust it on the fly, and maybe I'll talk a little bit more about the computer, my new setup here. But it is pretty nice. I've got, it's a bigger screen. That's an understatement. All right, so let's get going here. I'm going to, this is the documentation for OCH Socials. Valerie says the sync issues are all good. Great. Yesterday I had it was crazy. More than a 1 second out of sync issue. And, but I figured it out. Gratefully, I am thankful. It's like, you get something new and you think it's going to be great, and then all of a sudden you realize, did I make a mistake? And but I found the settings. So that is good. I'm always grateful that when things work out in those desperate moments, and I pray, and it's like, and then figure it out. All right. Oh, what are we doing here? Okay, here's the link to what we were looking at today. I have already downloaded it. It is a paid extension. And let's see, I have a fresh Joomla install. I mangled it enough in the past. Exception access denied. All right. Oh, I think that I probably have timed out here, right? Yeah, there we go. J4 core log in. There, yes, I'll help Joomla. And so we'll go system, install extensions, and we're going to go browse for file. And I have that in Joomla 4. And I put that in my OCH folder. And that's the view by details and the date. There we go. Open that up. And we will install that. Now this is a plugin, and we have the extended documentation. We can visit there, right? And we will remember to do that. And it says that this plugin builds upon the open source project JS Socials, and plugin builds upon open source project Mobile Detect. Okay, so we're going to go to System, Plugins, and we're going to filter by the top right corner. And hey, I think I'm going to be able to highlight my mouse for live streams as well. That will be nice. And here we go. So we're going to let's just preview the front page here. Let's see what happens here. Oh, I don't have any content in there. All right, let's do this. Open the home page. Michael asks, am I using a green screen background or software package? I am actually doing both. Yeah, I will. So it's software package removing the background, but the curtain behind me is brown, and it was getting confused with my hair and that. So I actually went out and got my green screen sheet, which was bundled up out in my shop because I had taken down my green screen years ago because my computer couldn't do it fast enough. So I have the green screen hanging behind me just to help with the edges. So watch, if I do this with my hand, you will, I noticed this yesterday, if I lean back, there you go, you can see some of the green screen back there. That confuses it. I can show you some of the settings too later on. But all right, so blog sample data, let's install that. Yeah, so watching work live streams kind of casual, but also especially today with this new setup and things to talk about. All right, let's go to this article here, your template. And now let's go back to plugins. Let's just publish this. Let's just enable. I don't know if anything's just going to show up. No, nothing just showed up. All right, let's go and look at the settings. All right, description. Here's the description. OCH social buttons. All right, pop-up. All right, so we have a pop-up window. Let's see if we got for inline help. Oh, look at that. I'm not surprised that Rude would have the new method in Joomla at the back end for accessibility. Compatibility is to have the help, inline help toggle with this top right button here. Open social sharing dialog and pop-up window. If responsive is enabled, the buttons automatically adjust to the screen size. Great, it's responsive. Only when responsive buttons equals no, show the button labels. So if we say no to that, it will show button labels. Show the share count. Not all social media providers provide that. Now, a really interesting thing here is that if you want to have your button order, you can adjust the button order that things will show up in here, and you will just adjust them by the codes for the different buttons that are available. And you will see here that MA is Mastodon, and so we just change the order by using commas and stuff like that. That's great. Enabling on the device, tweet call to action text. Okay, that's something that we're going to get into. Display Facebook button. Yes. Yes. Okay. All right. Now here's why no buttons were showing up, because none of them are turned on. So why don't we just turn on a button right now? Let's turn on the Twitter button. Must be down here somewhere. Oh, did I pass it up? Telegram, Viber, Pocket. Twitter's in here, right? Display. Oh, it's got its own little thing there. All right. Let's do. All right. Well, let's turn on something that I have. Let's do. Facebook Messenger, enable on device. And now, now we need a Facebook app ID. All right, you have to enter the Facebook app ID to have the Messenger button displayed on the desktop via the Facebook Messenger web application. I do not have that set up, so we will not do the Facebook app today. Let's do a WhatsApp button. Yes. All right. Let's save. And okay. And oh, Twitter. Yeah, Twitter's there because it's not down in its own list there. And thank you, Valerie. And that. And here's Twitter here. So I must have to set it up somewhere. Okay, we'll figure it out as we go here. Now I'm going to refresh. And there's something I'm missing for the setup here. And we'll figure it out. Okay. Probably should read as directions, right? Here's where we put the JavaScripts for the Facebook codes. Great. Auto insert buttons. Let's see if that does it. All right, we'll figure this out. This is an article, right? Yeah, that is an article. To rule out caching here. All right, before Rude cries too much while he's watching this, let's go to the documentations for JS Socials. There we go. Okay, where's the documentation? We have some screenshots here. So show buttons, responsive buttons. Yes, going through here. There's where the scripts are. Oh, look at this. I'm looking on this page here. Auto buttons. Include. Oh, let's select some categories. There we go. Let's select all categories. That's what we need to do. This is the category blog. Include. Auto insert buttons. Let's put it in the top position. Yes. Let's select the position where this goes. There we go. Tweet, share, LinkedIn, WhatsApp, and email. Now, if we go WhatsApp, oh, this is going to open up WhatsApp, okay, cool. If I open up, I don't want to put my WhatsApp on the live stream here. All right, we can open up an email. Great, if you want to email a link to someone. In fact, yeah, okay, don't want to open up an email. I'll open up LinkedIn though. And now what's happening is over on, oh, now this is interesting. Over in another window here, which you cannot see because the new streaming method, I'm not doing screen capture. I'm actually doing window capture. Anyways, what is happening is a pop-up happened in order for me to share that in a post or send as a private message in LinkedIn, and it's working really nicely. So, okay, there's something new about the new system here. I can't show you that. Okay, Now that means, and the reason that I can't show you that is because I have OBS, I have it set to select a particular browser window, not an area. So that's something I may have to change so that we can keep doing that. But anyway, so there we go. Figured it out. Auto insert buttons. Hey, if we turn, oh yeah, insert them automatically. Oh, okay. And that makes sense because I think you can also use a code in order to put the buttons in anywhere. Now we can, let's change this to the top position, call to action. All right, here we go. What does that change? Oh, and look at that. Now you can also have a call to action that appears above there, asking people to use it. That's very cool. All right, and let's go auto insert buttons. No. Oh yeah, sorry. Call to action. Let's say no. You can put the call to action in the bottom, or oh, look at this. You can do it in the read more. Interesting. So let's save this, and that means if we go to blog, let's see. The read more position. That means we must be able to assign this to blogs as well. Oh yeah, there we go. Down here, enabling category featured article. In or exclude categories. Let's include the categories. Oh, that's for EasyBlog. I don't have EasyBlog or K2. All right, don't have K2. Those settings are there. Force page title. Let's see. Oh, we'll toggle the inline help here. Force the page title or use article title when you're sharing. Okay. Enabling category views. Yes. It's possible this is not a category view. Why don't we try this here? Let's go to help. It needs to find something that's got some read mores. It might just be the case that go to blog. There's a read more. Read more position. Oh, sorry. I guess it helps if I click the yes there. Sorry, Rude. All right, let's refresh. Interesting, because when I click there, that worked. Oh, okay. Oh, now look at that. That's there, that's showing, but this might not necessarily be a category view. Read more needs to be turned on in articles. Show read more. Okay. See, there's the read more is showing here, but let's try that. Let's just duplicate this tab and close here and go to content, articles, options, and let's see, read more. Yeah, the read more link is on in that. So so I think oh, click on read more. Yeah, that went to it, but I would think that the call to action would be put there if it's in the read more. All right, well, something to come back to. We could toggle online help. Automatically insert the JS Social share buttons after the read more position if set in your articles. Why don't we just go and check out now what is that article? that we've got here. About your home page. All right. Let's go content articles and filter about. Oh, you know what? Well, about your home page. It's not in categories, only in articles. Oh, I see what you're saying. All right, so what you're saying is if we go to, so this is a category view. We don't see that. Let's see. Let's go to the home page here. Yeah, the dotted line. I would think so. If we go here, about your home page, there's the dotted line, so it's in that article. Michael asked, do all those articles have read more set up? I'm just trying to get to work on this one particular one about your home page, which we know is there. And here is that article showing there on the home. Now, maybe there's something that's excluding it for to not show on featured pages. Enable and featured views. No, there we go. But it's there. The dotted line is there. There's a read more here, but it's not. Now let's go back here, because I think if we go and say top position, let's put the call to action on there. Whoops, and we'll refresh. Yeah, there's the call to action and the buttons. By the way, these buttons look so nice. That is just so nice. They're there. It's there. So I might be missing something, or maybe that's not working. The odds are I'm missing something. Go into the article. Yeah. This is that. Let's see. Let's delete this. We go insert page break. Oh no, not page break. Insert read more. Yeah, we get that. All right, so I think the call to action should be showing up there. We've got the button here. It's just not showing the actual. It's got the button in the bottom. Auto insert buttons. Top position, read more position. Because look, if I say no, and we refresh, it disappears. All right. All right. So we've got that. Include enable an article views force page. All right. So perhaps I'm either missing something or something's not working. But there it is in the bottom position. It just doesn't have the call to action, which is interesting. If we go no and say bottom position there and turn that on, refresh. Yeah. You think it's supposed to work only when you click read more. All right, let's see here. Now there's top and bottom position there. I just don't, if you click read more, yeah, I'm just interested. Anyways, just a small thing. This is at the, anyways. Oh, there it is. Interesting. Oh, okay. Now it's showing up. Interesting blog. Oh, that's in the bottom. All right. But that's when I put this in the bottom position. Okay. Automatically insert the JS social sharing buttons after the read more position. All right. So it should go after the read more. When you put in the bottom position, it's there. That I think maybe this is perhaps just not working. Something is up. Because there's the read more. It says about the author. But anyways. about the, is that, it's interesting. Let's say no, save and refresh. And yeah, okay. But as you can see, here's our controls for moving things around. It's really light and fast too. I like the way that it looks. I like the stuff that Rude does, just so it looks nice and works in the core. Okay, so campaign parameters. So enter your custom campaign parameter that will be added to your URL without the starting question mark. You can use Google URL Builder to construct the URL. Only use the part after the question mark. So this is if you are tracking a campaign and you want to see where people are clicking on and sharing your site and that from a certain campaign, you can put some code at the end of a URL and that will work. You know, for instance, see up here where it says Joomla j4basicjoomla.com. If I go question mark equals live stream, if I were tracking this site with Google Analytics and hit enter, when I hit enter on here, in my stats in Google Analytics, it would show that someone came to the page j4core.basicjoomla.com / live stream, and I would be able to track where things are coming from on when people click on social media. And so if I were to here in the plugin put live stream like that and save this, when you have the when someone uses the social media buttons and to share, it will say live stream, and that will show up in your Google Analytics. So this gets put at the end of the URL. So basically what you would say, not live stream, but from website, basically. All right, and then you would see that the share had come from the website. Buttons, they had actually used the buttons. Now, if someone copied the URL of your website and shared it on social media, that wouldn't show. So this is a great way to see how many people or who's using your buttons. So, okay, so let's see here. Auto buttons, great. All right, so now themes. So let's okay, we've seen these things here. Great. You can. This is really nice that you can include or exclude categories if you don't want the buttons in this particular category. So, for instance, maybe you have a category that is available only to people logged in. It's controlled by a login. No one's going to share social. You don't want people sharing social media links to people sharing pages that they can't log in. That would just be cruel. Force page title, that's self-explanatory. Force the page title, use the article title when sharing. If you were using different page titles, but article title probably is best that most people would be using. All right, Facebook like button. So this is where you're going to put your JavaScript and your Facebook like when you set things up. And you can visit this nice link here to go in and you can set that up. And there's your information, and there's your button for language there. So I'm not going to set Facebook up right now, but that's where you would put those codes in there. Open the social sharing dialog in a pop-up window, yes or no. Hey, let's say no. And let's do this. Now this maybe we'll be able to see what's going on here. Let's click back. There's LinkedIn. Okay, and it opened up a tab. It's going to open up a LinkedIn tab in another. It's going to open that up in instead of a pop-up, and that way you can see it. So now we can share in a post, and here is I'm logged into my LinkedIn, and then you can go blah, 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 and there is the preview, and there is the title, and that's set up, and that will follow the open graph setup of your website. And of course, this is just a core, very plain Joomla install, so we just get something very plain there. But that did open in a new tab. That's nice. And if we go tweet, I can show Twitter on here. Oh, I've not been in Twitter on this Let's go here. Basic Joomla. Next. And do this and log in. All right. Now let's try clicking that again. We're going to go tweet. And there we go. Now I can send this as a tweet. I can add an image to it. And of course, if I had things set up for social media, sharing for the Open Graph stuff on this site, then it would work. So it's working very well. And that is very excellent. All right, so now, oh, look at that. We're starting to get a lot of tabs open. Let's close a few tabs here. I'm going to leave the LinkedIn. Yes. All right. Let's close this here. Plugins. All right. Now, pop-up window. Okay, so the responsive buttons. Yes, that's all good. Here, so when you're... Oh, if you want to add some hashtags when you tweet, you can add them here. So this would maybe be for your site. Tweet via text. Let's see here. What's that? Tweet via text. Tweet via. Type the text that will be added to your tweet with Twitter's via functionality. I didn't even know what via functionality. Why don't we just take a quick look and see what that is? Control V. Twitter, what is? Let's see, using via, what is Twitter? What is, this isn't going to make any difference, but let's do an F3 search for via. It occurs. That's script. No, it says via. No, I don't know. All right. Okay. Total tweet length. Set the maximum tweet length text. If the constructed tweet is larger than the maximum set, the title of the article will be trimmed to fix the maximum set to 0. Oh, what is it? 288 that Twitter allows, right? So you would just change that there. Do you want to display the Facebook? Here's where you get your app. Type the text will be used as quote text on Facebook. Leave empty to disable. So you got your Facebook settings here. LinkedIn was enabled. Display, Pinterest. Twitter was up there. Go down here and Mastodon. Type the text that will be added to your toot with Mastodon's author functionality. So, for example, at online community, Mastodon hashtags. So here you can add hashtags to that too. I do not toot, but just because Mastodon is something I know, I think you have to pick a server that you're going to have your Mastodon account on, because they're not just one central, if I understand that properly. And so the I've not figured out, gone looking out for that. Ira says the via functionality on Twitter refers to verified accounts feature. Oh, okay. Oh. Via text, verified accounts. Okay. All right. Thank you. Okay, now let's see. We're kind of going hopping around here. Auto buttons, custom campaigns, theme. Let's check out some themes here. Let's see what flat looks like. Oh, there you go. Flat is just square. Minima. Let's see. Now, did that actually change? Let's just see. Okay, and there. Oh, that's very nice. I like that. And plain. refresh. Yes. Now I believe that these are all customizable too. So let's just go back and see. It's too many tabs here. Custom CSS, yes. Oh, and look, we can just post it right there. So why don't we change something here? Let's go and inspect in Chrome. And we will just do this. Now we have the color over here. Now just over my shoulder, I'm using the selector here. And I can pick a color that I want. Of course, it should be orange, shouldn't it? And that is for changing the share link. And now I would select, just above my head here, this text here. I would copy that. I would copy that. I just got a WhatsApp call, and now someone's calling me on Facebook. All right, so now what we will do is we'll take this custom CSS and we'll paste that in there. We don't need all of that. We really only just changed the color. So I'm going to take out these lines here. Save. And go and refresh. And look how easy that was. Isn't that nice? And then we can also change the border. And that's over here behind me as well. Oh, look, I just somewhere. If I turn that off, we'll see here. Down here, we can change the border color. Let's make that blue. All right, and let's make it really, that's just for fun. Okay, oh, now why did that, oh, there we go, there's the blue. Now, of course, we've made something ugly and playing around, but we will copy that CSS. We'll go back here. And we'll paste that there, and we change the border and the color. The reason I take out these other things is just because it just keeps it lighter, and it lets you just see things have changed. You could just leave it all in there. It's not a big deal. Everything's so fast now, but there we go. Excellent. Whoops. Went to turn my camera back on. Oh, that was, hey, look at that. That was very cool. When I turned that on, it went across. Excellent. All right, so there is that. And integration. What do we have here? Enable adding OCH blog shared by user identifier. You also need to configure OCH blog for this functionality. Okay, so OCH blog is a really cool extension that Root has. I think it's the best blog layout that you can, the tool that you can lay out for managing blogs. I've showed you this before. This is a Joomla 3 site. This is, whoops, a daisy. We didn't just want to go there. Basically, if we go and view this article here and we scroll down, you'll see this is OCH blog at work. There's the user's, the author's avatar, written by, the published date category. You can assign, it will look at the number of views in the articles, and if it's trending, it will show a reading time. It just has a lot of things, and you'll see OCH Socials is here as well. And this, so this is nice. And then as we scroll down to the bottom, we get down here as well, and this shows the author's profile. And you'll notice it's just showing a little bit of it here. But look, here's also his social media icons. Great. And if we read the profile, then it scrolls down and you can read everything. So it is really, really nice. And so basically, what we have here is enabling add OCH blog shared by user identifier. And you have to configure OCH blog to do that. All right, so now advanced. This is where we put the download ID. Enable social media sharing. Yes, this enables it. And now look at this JSocials tag. We're going to look at that in a second here. I actually just need to change one thing here. So let me just go here. I need to Control V. I need to clear my text here. Okay. And okay, the reason being is that there we go. The reason being is that I just selected, copied that, but when I go to paste, I don't know what I've got. I was helping someone just before going live with a password issue on their site, so I didn't want you to see their password if that showed up. Okay, so JSocials tag, we can put that in the content. Disable mobile check. With this option, you have the possibility to disable the mobile check that's used to display some buttons like WhatsApp, only on mobile devices. When disabled, these buttons will display on all devices. All right, so can be used for troubleshooting. Okay, enable debug. Share count caching. Do you want to cache the shared counts? That's probably a cool feature, because if you have a high traffic site, that would add a call to the share counts over and over and over again. So why not cache them, speed up your site a little bit, and it will show, and that will show faster. And then when the cache expires, then they'll see the numbers. OCH, icon pack, font awesome 4, nice. Let's try that here. So that's probably very nice for those of you in Europe who who need to use stuff that's privacy okay. So Font Awesome in 4 and 5 loads from somewhere else. OCH has a built-in icon pack, so you wouldn't have to worry about that. What if we go to the home page here and refresh? Did that even change? I don't know. We might have to change the icon set. But anyways, you can select the icon set there. Well, let's see. Just watch this here. Oh, yes. So it did change slightly. Okay, very nice. However, of course, for privacy reasons, if you don't want to, or for speed reasons as well, we can go refresh and we get this here. There's probably ways to change that as well. All right, now I don't like this blue here. I feel bad that I'm not really showing this off very well. So let's go to theming, and just for now, we're just gonna take that out. All right, save. Now we'll go back to advanced. All right, now load the scripts in the head. Only change when you know what you're doing. Load script and style sheets. This gives you the option to load or not load the script and style sheets. Useful when you have another component or plugin loading these scripts and style sheets. Possibly breaks functionality, so be careful. So that's an advanced thing. Remove scripts. Enabling this option will replace all JSocial scripts with the scripts provided by this plugin. This is to avoid conflicts or multiple scripts doing the same thing. All right, and remove style sheets. Enabling this option will replace all JSocial and Font Awesome style sheets with the style sheets provided by this plugin. All right. Enable advanced replace. Okay. Match regex. Select the okay. Enter. So what are we doing here? Enable advanced replace. Match regex. And enter the regex please note there. Is this advanced replace for what? Oh, probably for the removing the scripts here. Okay. All right. Now Mary said, oh, let's check this out. Okay, I copied this JSocials tag. Let's do this. Let's make an article. And we're going to do a new article. Blah. 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 Oh my goodness. Blah, blah. All right. I want the social media buttons to show under this line. And now we can Control V. All right. And let's take that text there, control that, show above this line. And I'm going to feature this so we can find it on the home page. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, and look, there it is. In fact, that's how that works. There's the social media. I want social. Now it's confusing because this here is from the plugin. This here is from us putting the text in there. So isn't that nice that you can put your social media buttons anywhere that you want? You could put them in a module by using that tag. You could put them anywhere in the content, I think, on your website, and you're going to get your buttons there, and that's going to work. Now, also, Mary mentioned about the functionality of adding your own social media. And I wonder where you do that. Let's go back to screenshots, be able to request. Let's see, we've got extensions, documentation. Oh, here we go, documentation. All right, full control. That's not all. Language support, screenshots. All right, how do we add our own? Let's see. Oh, here we go. Here's documentation. Manually add. Let's see here. Installation, configuration in the back end. Go to menu extension plugins. Full subscription. Search, locate the plugin. Open configure. Insert a button. It's going to activate on this. On site mute. Download ID. Yeah. Activate. One click update. Manually add social buttons in your blogin. Yeah. Open the blog. Insert where you want. Full subscription version. Yeah. Okay, click save and close. Cool. You can set an override configured plugin settings. Want to remove a configured setting? Just add the parameter. Oh, here's something that we didn't look at. Inside of the tag, just add the parameter empty string. And that is, oh, so the tags, we can add these things, the URL. You can override things in the tag, which is pretty handy for a particular page. Mary says it's 3 years ago when she did, so her memory is not that good. All right. So there are tag parameters in there. So that tag that we put in, for instance, in this article, JS Socials, we can put a custom thing in there. We could put hashtags equals let's go. We can paste that. Now I think that is because I pasted. Let's just see how that looks in the code. Okay, so when I pasted it, it thought it was a bolted thing. Oh, that's because I copied it from the page. Okay, let's save that. Go home, refresh. Whoops, this is this one here. And now if I go tweet, Twitter added hashtags. Is that actually what I put in there? Oh yeah, Twitter added hashtags. There you go. So hashtags, what I should have done, oh, this is what you do here. Okay, cool. So hashtag Joomla, hashtag Tim, hashtag CyberSalt. We refresh. We tweet. Aha. I tweeted the wrong, I hit the wrong button. It's this one here that's in the article. There you go. Website. Now, interesting. Why is there two hashtags there? Did I do that? Maybe it's the first one. Let's just see. Refresh. Tweet. Okay, so the first one, you don't need to put the hashtag. The next one you do, right? Let's see here. Let's go save, refresh, tweet. Yes, so the first one, you do not need a hashtag. Any extras that you do after space, you do need to have them. That's really a cool feature, because let's say that you've decided that you do not want social media buttons everywhere, but that you do want to put some social media buttons on a particular page. And so what you could do is you could use that script, and you could put actually the hashtags that you want being shared for that particular article. Or you have the other combination too, where you could only assign, you could assign the Twitter, you could assign the social media buttons to all kinds, to a number of categories generally, but then for specific articles somewhere, you could actually not have the generic buttons on that page. You could assign something right in the article. Interesting. So you have some options there. Okay, so now this mystery of adding your own. Let's see if we can figure that out. Maybe it's not something that's in there anymore. Let's run through the options here and see what could be done here. Oh, there we go. Plugin. Okay, buttons. Button order. Okay. Facebook like auto buttons. I don't see where you can add your own. Maybe it is not there. Affiliate trackers, something we didn't look at. Custom campaigns. No, that's just for putting the code at the end of the URL for if you have a campaign you want to track that through your analytics. OCH, no, custom integration, no. Oh, look at this. Enable custom article fields to set specific values to the buttons. It used to have it right in the description on the JED, so maybe that was backtracked. Okay, maybe he's not doing that now. Custom title field. When used, this title will be set as title when clicking the button. Custom URL. All right, I wonder if this is how you do it. Specify custom field. When used, this title will be set as title when clicking the button. Enable custom article fields to set specific values to the buttons. Okay. So somehow you can use article fields, and you can set, you can specify custom button order field. When used, this button order will be set as a button order on the buttons. Specify custom button order field. Okay, so you can change. All right, interesting. All right, so there's something that you can do here. Enable and custom article fields to specific values. I wonder if we go to support and we go to, hey, look at, there's Mary and Tim are online here. Recent topics. We go to forum. That's recent topics. Oh, index. Index. All right. All right. OCH JS Socials. That's where we are. Let's see if there's anything in here about people that have asked. All right. So, how do I get social buttons shown in custom HTML? Add own custom button. Or add here. All right, that's 9 months ago. Let's see. Poland's very popular content aggregator, something like Reddit. Can you add this service, or where can I add custom code for my own button? Oh, and he said I can add a button for that. All right. Oh, so he's working out with here. Oh, so he added it. 9 months ago, he added that Polish one for. Okay, that was nice. Let's see. Social icon. All right, so these custom fields, and this is like 4 years ago, so I wouldn't even think that that would be something people talking about. So we'll have to leave that. All right, so if Reddit and Quora should be there. Yeah, it looks like he is pretty good at adding buttons if people are requesting it. You think Reddit is there? Let's just see. Description buttons. Yeah, Reddit is there. Quora is not there, though. Oh, where was I? Just lost there. Specify custom title field. When used, this title will be set as, okay. So a custom title field that will set the title of the article. Okay, we got that. There are no fields there, but if you're using custom fields and you're have someone entering in an article title, it will use that field. All right. Okay. Okay, I get what this is that if you are using custom fields, you can override the title of the URL field and it will use these instead of what it finds. So you had the option before using the article title or the page title. This will actually use the custom field title, and you can say whether to use it or not. And then custom button order field. Select custom button order field. When used, this button order will be set as the button order on the buttons. Okay, so this is a way to override the order that these buttons appear. Okay, I figured it out. Not surprisingly, it's a custom field thing, and that's an area that I'm still, I would say, noobish in, right? All right, so let's see here. I'm just going to look at something here. Oh yeah, look at that. I could pop out the dashboard. I just trying something with this new setup here. That's not what I want to do. All right, so yeah, so pretty cool. Pretty easy to set up. Nice, fits in well, and customizable with the CSS. So I like it. I like how easy it is. Nice with that plugin button and the options. And as we know, Root is very responsive to questions and needs in that from the people that have paid for subscriptions. So that is excellent. Well, why don't we wrap it up there for that? But we'll continue to hang out and do some things. Let's close this here. Let's close our tabs to the right. Mary says that you usually want them on every page, including components. You do that as an easy way without any options. So you make a module that displays on every page, and then add the code center JS Socials center. Yeah. Yeah, just by assigning a module to a module position at the top. That's an excellent way to do it. Put it where you want. All right, so yeah, let's see. All right, I was going to show you this here. I can now, let me just do this. Full screen webcam. Let's go to introduction. All right, now that's the background. So I think if I go to properties here, because Michael's asking about, am I using a green screen? You know, I got rid of my green screen years ago. I stopped trying to use it because my computer just could not come up with the quality that I wanted. Even this right now, the edges are not, it's not super great. But, you know, I think it's funny because before the pandemic, I think expectations of green screens and backgrounds were a lot higher, at least what I wanted to do for my videos. Now, after the pandemic, even the big guys and gals who are doing things have the, sort of this kind of edge thing. It's almost like we've accepted. You know, here also another example. You watch years ago before the pandemic, if you watched the news, you hardly ever saw anyone interviewed on Skype. Not only because they were doing things personally, but a lot of the internet connections were not really great, and the video and I just think that television had a higher expectation of the people that of the quality of the audio and video of the people that are interviewing. And now, after the pandemic, it's not uncommon to see someone talking on via, you can tell they're on Skype, their connection is not very good, it's cutting in and out. but they're still being interviewed because they're out in the field or in their remote place, and it's just more acceptable. So I have to say that I personally have kind of relaxed as well, as far as, like doing this. I go in and scratch my ear. You see a bit of green behind it. Everyone says, oh, he's got a green screen. No worries. That's the, that he's doing what he can. So let's see. If I'm going to go here to filters, I will show you. On a related topic, Mary says she's used this on a site that she's working on. Okay, I'll check that out. Where the heck am I here? That's a scene. Oh, source, webcam. Properties. Oh, filters. Now, so if I turn this off here, yeah, there you go. There's what I've got happening. So it used to be that you had to have a green screen or a screen behind you that was one color, and then it would all get removed. And if you didn't, like, so for instance, if you had some orange or some brown, or even here in the green where it kind of gets darker, right? Then it was terrible. But what I did was, and as I mentioned before, that make sure that I get rid of this hole that's in the top of my head there. You know what? It looks like I'm balding, but it's not. Actually, my hair is thinner, but actually it's getting a shock of white there now. Anyways, so what I did was I brought in the green screen because the brown, which finger? Oh yeah, this brown curtain that I have behind me is actually, the computer didn't know where my hair ended and the brown started. So I just went with something different. I have a white screen as well that I can hang there as well, which might be nicer so that when I have this on, you can't see the, when I do something like that, it actually white shows through instead of green. That might be better. Might be better on the edge as well. Anyways, let me turn that back on. All right, so Mary says, oh, you like that better than the crazy orange. Well, here's the other thing too about this orange is I do want to have a nicer background. I probably would go with white and have something with my logo and something that's kind of nice. I thought about doing an office background too, but I don't know if that will, I don't know. Anyways, I need to do something, but I threw the orange in there, and I will. I'll fix it. And if you saw on Maintenance Monday, I had the animated background on there as well. So that was I went with Crazy Orange too. I've got to get something, and I should do something branded. But anyways, me is like get it going, and I spent 3 or 4 hours yesterday moving everything over and getting things set up so I could do this. So, all right, Mary has clicked on this link here, copy, and that will show it up in here. Mary, okay, embedding a Facebook feed on a Joomla website. Oh, interesting. Oh, from August 19th. Okay. And that still worked, eh? You did that yesterday. And with success. Oh, sorry. I haven't done that in a while, have I? There we go. Haha, thank you, Bjorn. Can we see too? Yes. Yes. Okay. Valerie says you can down on the JED. It says the free version is out of date. You can download it, but root site indicates the free version is deprecated. Can't be purchased or renewed. Right. That's probably just an oversight on his part. So let me do this here. I'm going to. How do I do this? Oh, watch. I'm going to use this, and I'm going to create a task for myself. I have to log in. All right. All right. Maybe I'll have to do that in another page here because I'm not sure what will pop up if I log in. I need to email root. Okay, note to self, don't close this browser window until I've emailed root. Okay, Valerie, thanks. I will let him know that. Okay, so the link that Mary showed there, Facebook face plugin, he's got the steps here. Okay. Okay, here's the plugin that you need. You click on that, we go to there. Okay, you put in the URL of the Facebook page that you want. Tab, right, with, and then you get your code. Oh, and here's the display here. All right, so facebook.com, let's go /Joomla. Let's see. All right. Oh, okay, cool. Show friends faces. Oh, nice. Okay. And whoopsie daisy. Yes. Okay. Very good. And then you just get your code. You can hide the cover photo if you want. You get the code. Step 2, put this on your page once. Oh, okay. So that's, I think that's works for all kinds of things, right? That's your app ID. And step 1, choose your app ID. Oh. Oh, okay. So I've got some app IDs created. So you have to create your app ID. But let's suppose I already have one for CyberSalt. Okay. Oh, okay. Excellent. And then put this code where you want the plugin to appear. Excellent. Cool. All right. I will probably do a video on that then too. Custom. Okay. Excellent. Nice. Thanks, Mary. Okay. All right. So, well, we are well enough in the stream. Do you want to see something? Do you want to see something? Let me see if I can figure out how to do this. I have a really big screen on my new computer. It is it's wide, and it's giving me a really nice workspace. I was going to see if I could share the workspace with you. Yeah, let's see. Let's add. I want to add a scene. I want to add a source to this. Add a window capture. No, not a window capture. I want to add a display capture. And is it existing? No, display capture. All right, I'm going to go OK. And let me just make sure there's nothing on here that nobody should be able to see. Okay. And I'm going to go OK. And now I think I can do this. Oh, is that it? That's it. But you know what? That's not it. I wonder, properties. Oh, that's it, because that's the full height. Now, let me just do something here. Is that what you guys are you guys seeing a screen there? Yeah. Oh, yeah, because you're seeing the magic mirror there. Yeah, so basically, if you can see that, this red bar here. Okay, there we go. This is the only way that I can get it to fit, because this particular space is 1920 by 1080, whereas this space up here is quite large. So you can see up above, up here, I think that you can see that this is my desktop now. So over here I have a browser that is actually showing, that's where I've got the YouTube stats running right now. Then I have a window that shows the chat. This is what I've been sharing as the main window for the live stream. And then over here, this window here is where I have this is where I have the OBS software running. And I have this really thing called Fancy. Oh, okay. Oh, Valerie says, no need to alert Rude. You hit the download on Jed. There's an important note about free version being discontinued and it's replaced with full. Okay, good. And so basically, this is really cool. Watch, if I hit Shift and drag this chat button, notice I have all these numbers. There's a tool that I can split up where the screen is, and I can automatically put it in a section. And so watch, if I drop the chat here, then it takes that full thing. Bjorn, the screen is 5120 by 1440. Now watch, if I drag this back over to here and release it, great. I also have a little spot down here, which is great. Now you can use this on your computers as well. Fancy screen. It's from Power Tools, because and what you can do is if I hit this in period, it brings up, you can make your own layouts that you snap to. So for instance, you can, so if I go to here and go edit, I can now draw lines here, or I can right click and then I can make a little box here, or I left click and then you slide around and basically you create an area, different areas where you can drag things to. You don't need a big screen to do this. You can do this on a number, this would work on you can do this on a number of things. Windows 11 has Power Tools included, does it? Let's see. I thought, let's see, Power Tools is down here somewhere. It is 49 inches. It's a 49-inch screen. Oh, this is, yeah, Power Tool. Oh, Power Tools. Yeah, this is Power Tools. Now you were saying about what's it? Power Tools has, yeah. So yeah, Power Tools. Power Tools. Is that what I just said? Power Toys. Yeah. Power Toys. Now, Windows 11 does have this, where in the top, if you click on the minimize window, whoops, daisy, where you mouse over the minimize window, you get some options, those little boxes up there, and then you can do that. Power Toys lets you pick out your own layout, and it would work for any. It would work for any site, I think. I don't think that you need. I don't think that's Windows 11 only, that one. But here, let me just close this full screen here. All right. So, yeah. So just to show you that, if the mouse over button up here. Oh, Michael said it is toys. Okay. Yeah, and I didn't know about it. I didn't know about that. So when I had two screens, it would have been great to be able to do that on my old computer. So, and in Windows 10 you can download it. Yeah, so it was really cool. Now Windows 11 has this built in, which, oh my goodness, it did again. Windows 11 has this built in where these things options up at the, oh, and you can't. It's not showing. Oh, Bjorn, you've used it for years. Bjorn, all the secrets you shared with me, you kept that one a secret. Yeah, I mean, I could have used that a long time ago, because whenever I've live streamed, I've kind of moved things around. Used a screen ruler and colors a lot. Well, actually, you know what? I've not played around with any of the other things. I've seen a bunch of them when I installed it, but I just did that, got it going, because I got when I set up the computer and the screen, and it was like trying to go preview things or going full screen or moving. It was like, oh man, I don't want to have to align these every time. And then I've actually been watching a bunch of YouTube videos to learn how to do things, use OBS and other things. So there'll definitely be things I need to check into. So, all right. Press Win key and 1 opens programs on two. Win key and 1. Oh, F10. Windows and F10. Let's see here. Win, Shift and M for ruler. No. Win, Shift. Press Win key. No. It might be, but not F10. Win and Shift and M. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that opened something up there. Oh, cool. Michael, what do you use that ruler for? Like, goes a couple of times. You guys can't see it because it's I'm not doing the screen share. Win key and 1. For me, that opens up the home folder. Okay, I see ya. So that helps you to, oh, so that's letting you measure. Yeah, hold the Win key down. We'll put this big, we'll see what's up at the top here. Yeah, so when I hold the Win key down, And now you're saying Win key and 1. So I hit the 1, and that's what I get. But if I go in the bottom right here and find where Power Tools is, Power Toys, the first on taskbar. Windows, Shift, and C. Okay, Bjorn, the first on the taskbar. Hold Win key down. I'm not sure what you mean by on the taskbar. Yeah, I've got this little square here down. Man, it's super small, right? I wonder if I can... no. Yeah, so I've got this little box here. Oh, wait. Yeah. And when I open that up, oh, mouse without borders. That's interesting because that's something that I do use already. That's included in there. Would be great. Oh, mouse highlighter. That would be great. Let's search here. Power Toys. Where's that opening up? Did Power Toys open up behind some? Oh, let's see here. There we go. Power Toy settings. Oh boy. And here they all are here. Image resizer. Mouse utilities. Control, Windows Shift H. Oh, highlights mouse clicks. Appearance and behavior. Highlight button. Hey, this is exactly what I was looking for, thinking about doing. Press level control twice. Oh, find my mouse, yeah. Exclude apps. Find my mouse. Appearance and behavior. All right, so this is Windows Shift H. Okay. Well, let's try that. Windows Shift H. Well, I'll have to play around with that. All right. Well, yeah, so I'm enjoying this computer very much. It's the first it's the first new desktop computer I've bought in 10 years. And so guess who clicked the wrong button? And so it's the yeah, it's the first new computer I bought in 10 years. So it's been pretty nice, and I have been able to do a bunch of things that have remove the background. The streaming is pretty fast. I captured a YouTube video the other day. I actually had to set up a second screen because the only way to capture a screen that was 1920 by 1080 without me actually going through and selecting a box was to add that screen. So I plugged in one of my other monitors, and then I captured that YouTube video, and the video itself was 52 minutes long, and the processing of that video to convert it into MP4 was 15 minutes. So before, I think 52 minutes probably would have maybe taken close to 2 hours, maybe an hour and a half. And so now in that video program, every basically 4 minutes of video processes in 1 minute. Will I need to evolve eyes on the side of my head? I'll tell you, the curve when I first got it was like, oh, this is kind of weird, but my eyes have adjusted very nicely. So I am getting pretty good. And I also have my other computer still here, and I have another screen up because I've been moving things over, and I use it for some things sometimes. And that has been so I do move my head around quite a bit. I have a lot of things in the center, but that's good for my neck. It's good for my neck. My chiropractor will be happy with that. Yeah, it's good. Well, that was, yesterday when I was setting up, I just thought, oh my goodness, this is going to be a disastrous live stream because at one point the microphone was not working anymore, and at one point the microphone was not working anymore. I thought, oh no, I hope this is working when I start. Oh, I will also say this. One of the things that I have set up in OBS is the auto transition. There's a custom scene transition thing that you can add onto OBS. So now, it used to be when the countdown ended, I had to click the button to change screens. And sometimes I forgot, sometimes I wasn't paying attention, sometimes I clicked the wrong one. The next thing was, anyways, now it automatically, so on today's stream, it automatically switches. Let me just show you. I'll go to my 10-second countdown. I'm going to do this with no hands. Ready? Well, I have to click, so I don't know what. Look at that, no hands. Jazz hands. Yeah, so I did that, so that was nice. Also, the controls for changing the screens are right there. I know there's Stream Deck. I could get that, but having said that, I need to make some money with this computer and make it pay for itself, so I can before I start buying too much more tech. Something I did buy this week, ordered last night, was ends for cables, Ethernet cables. I have a Ethernet cable crimper, but it's one of those ones where you cut all of the wires to a certain length, and then you put them in the holes, and they have to be, they hit the end, and then you crimp them, and does it work or not? These are pass-through ends, so you bear a lot of the wires in the cable. You push them through, they pull all the way through, so you can make sure the order is all right, and then you crop, and so it's going to be a lot easier on my eyes. I have a mess of Ethernet cables hooked up to a switch here in the office, and they're all curled up, and I want to tidy that up. And so I also had to change. I had an 8-port switch that I was using, but I ran out of ports with adding this other computer over here. So I bought from my friend who's closing down his business. I bought, I think it's let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. It's a 16-port switch. So I have the 8-port switch sending one of those ports to the 16-port switch, and that's hooked up to the TV and a couple of computers. So I need to move things around, and I wanted to tidy the wires. So I bought those ends so that I can make some short cables. And I was thinking, oh, I probably should buy some Ethernet cable, but I realized all of the other Ethernet cables that I have, that I've bought that have ends, I can just cut those up and make my own little short lengths of them. I also found out too that the cable that I had running to our television was not Cat 6. It was Cat 5, so it was like not getting the full speed to everything. So Ivor says the sound is very good. Thanks, Ivor. I'm glad. That was yeah, that's my Yeti microphone. That's worked out well. Anyway, so the office, the downstairs here is still a bit of a mess because I cleared my table off a desk. I just want the desk to be clear, but all right, everyone. Well, I still have the sad music though. When the stream is over, I did moved that all over the same. So I'm gonna play that for you now because I think that's a good time to wrap things up. Thank you very much for your support of this channel. It was nice to hang out. Thanks for hanging in there with the topic today of there you go. You can see my eyes better with these glasses. The topic today, looking at OCH JS Socials, is pretty cool. Nice addition to the site. Yeah, so Mary, it was great to see you all too. So Ivor, Bjorn, Michael, and others. Not too many here because I didn't get the link out, but they'll see it. Anyways, hope to see you next week too, Michael. All right, everyone. As usual, I hope that wherever you are, be it morning, afternoon, evening, or tomorrow, that this finds you well. And until the next time, enjoy your Joomla sites, and God bless.